All right, thank you guys for coming today. We got a presentation on our local officers. So the local officers, we have our president, which is Ignacio Mata for our local 23. What does the president do? They preside over local meetings, they enforce provisions of our constitution, and enforce the bylaws of our local, as well as exercise general supervision over its affairs. Presidents can also provide info on how the local functions for its members. The vice president simply fills the role of the president when the president is unavailable. The treasurer, the financial steward of the local, maintaining accurate records, managing finances, filling reports on behalf of the local. They also provide info on dues questions and personal policies such as disability, life, job insurance, and cancer indemnity. We got our secretary. They write the minutes at monthly union meetings. They're the keeper of the minutes, and they update the bulletin board. So basically, if you missed a meeting and you want to know what happened, the stuff that we write up at every meeting, you get a hold of Josh. He will meet with you to show you everything that he wrote for that union meeting. But he keeps the minutes. We got our trustees. Our trustees audit the treasurer once a year to make sure our books are clean and everything's accounted for. Our legislative rep. They serves as the local safety steward, documenting all exposures, concerns, and accident incidents. They file violation reports to the state director along with proper state enforcement agency. They also answer questions on safety regulations, policies, and documents complaints. They also work with Smart State Legislative Director on current bills and legislation and encourage members to register to vote. So basically our SB 957 thing that we've been doing, right now I'm the legislative rep. We've been working with Louis Costa, which is our representative for SMART, to start working on these bills together to make sure they pass through legislation. So our local does have subcommittees. And I should have emphasized the local officers are elected officers. You run for those, you get voted on, and that's the only way you can hold those positions. Subcommittees, anybody could run for these. You could sign up and be part of the union this way. So the first one is our Service Planning and Review Committee. We have a monthly meeting with Metro where we discuss all of our routing, holdovers, breaks, interlining, whatever you could think of, basically our working conditions, our schedules, and bus stops. We have usually 4 representatives at this meeting, and Metro would have 4, and we have a whole process of determining what decisions are going to be made and all this stuff. But it's basically an hour meeting once per month with Metro because it's a contractual meeting. Accident Review, a really important committee as well. They basically are the first line of defense for all of our drivers here. So say, for example, you get in an accident or an incident, you got to fill out your report, right? Those reports are given to our Accident Review Committee, which are right now Jaime Renteria and George Gallegos. They're going to get a hold of your reports and defend you in our monthly meetings that we have with Metro to determine whether you're at fault or not at fault, chargeable or non-chargeable. So you definitely, every time you fill out a report, whether you think there's a question of they're going to try to charge you for it, you have them work with you on how to fill out that report, or just communicate with them so that way they know what to say or know what to do. But they investigate all of it. They'll have footage. They'll speak in your behalf and try to get you non-chargeables if you're not at fault. And but it's a really important committee that anybody could sign up for. So they're primarily our 2 reps, but sometimes they can't make it, and we'll have people that are interested in doing this that could plug in to help out as well. Our Health and Safety, that's a quarterly contractual meeting with Metro. We meet with them every 3 months to discuss all health and safety issues. Say that hazard near miss form that you guys fill out, which is right there by the quiet room at Fixed Route Operations. There is a little form for you to fill out if you have any concerns over health or safety, where we'll go over these reports at these meetings. The Newsletter Committee, which is something we established about a year ago. It's something we post on our Telegram app or email it to the people that are interested in it. It's basically somewhere where you could start reading on a monthly basis to figure out what's going on with the local, what are the outstanding issues, what are the special announcements, what's going on, basically, to stay informed, right? There's also hyperlinks for you to find other useful stuff like our website, our social media, all these different things. So it is a place for you to find a lot of information for our locals. So look out for it for the first of every month. And in the newsletter, we included a committee called the Health and Wellness, which is right now Johnny Lopez. He'll put out simple things to keep reminding us about health, our own health, because driving all day, every day, it's a good reminder. He'll put out health tips, exercises, all these different things. So look out for those and keep our health on check. There's a Morale and Engagement, which is a committee that we created hoping to connect us with our community. Because as you'd imagine, we want to help them, and when we need their help, they'll help us. Right now we got a lot of community support, so we're going to look for volunteer events, try to get people to go to these things, so that way we get our shirts out there, our logo out there, and people will recognize SMART is the Metro bus drivers. And when we call for help, they'll be there for us. And it could also be fun things too, where we're going to start doing like hikes. It could be barbecues, picnics, start getting us together, because that's where solidarity really generates from. The Good and Welfare, that's basically a committee to reach out to you when you're going through a crisis. You know, it's basically, we'll put out cards for members to sign. I'm sure you guys seen some that, major accidents or sitting at home recovering. We like to put out a reminder that we're thinking about them. Or it could be celebrating a birth, but it's just basically reminding you that we're a family here and you're not alone. And the Webmaster, we just started the Webmaster. We have our own local 0023 website. And we do have all admin rights to it, so if we want to update anything on there, the Webmaster Committee is going to be technically in charge of that. And so we're looking for people that are willing to keep this thing up to date regularly, so people not only have the newsletter and Telegram, but they'll have our main website to go to find out what's going on. And they would also be helping with the social media that we have too. So what is your role as a SMART member? We ask two things: stay informed and get involved. This is how you keep your union strong, and even think about running for an officer role one day. So how do you stay informed? We got our monthly union meetings, which are now the first Thursday of every month from 6 to 8 here. Telegram, as we all know, that's a place to stay informed about things that are important right now. The union bulletin boards, I hope we make it a habit of checking these bulletin boards every day when you walk into operations and see, because we're not going to post everything on Telegram, right? We're not going to post everything in the newsletter. The bulletin boards are going to have the most outstanding things like updating our bylaws, when our union meetings are, all that kind of good stuff. So make it a habit to check our bulletin boards every day. Social media, it's a place to somewhat stay informed, but it's mainly to connect with the community as well. But our Outbound Revisited, it comes out the first of every month on our website. We do have an archive. Basically, you hit the tab Outbound Revisited on our website. It will ask you for a password, and our password is local0023. That's how you're going to have access to every monthly newsletter that goes out. So that way, if you missed one, or if you're looking for one, you can find it.
You gonna send us that password?
Yeah, I'll send it. So how do you get involved? Come to our union meetings where you can help make decisions to vote. So it is not only a place to stay informed, it's where we vote on things. And I hope everybody here understands that it's not only a place to stay informed, we do vote on things that we're gonna be using our dues money for. And you as a member have every right to come in and say yes or no. You are a voting body at our union meetings, and sometimes we'll bring pressing or outstanding issues to these union meetings so we can make a decision together. So it's not mainly the officers making this decision, we're including everyone. So it is a really important place to come. You could run for an officer position yourself. Elections happen every 3 years, I believe, for local officers, and every 4 years for the Committee of Adjustment. Be involved in our subcommittees and our community efforts. And simply, literally, just ask questions. Know what's going on. If you hear a rumor, come to us, talk to us about it. Hold us accountable. Ask questions. That's how you get involved. So here's our local website, td23.smart-local.org. You'll find our social media platforms on the top right. It looks a little different on our mobile app, or if you're on the phone when you're on our website, but we have a contact us section, about us, events, which are union meetings, our contracts. So say if you want to look up our contract and you want to download a PDF on your phone, Our contracts are on this website. Merchandise, say you want to buy some merchandise from our international that have smart logos, there's a merchandise website, and our outbound revisited newsletter section that we were telling you about. This is the main international website, smart-union.org. And they do have some resources out there for us, like the Transportation Member Toolbox. It's a place for you to go to look up a little bit more about what the international does, and maybe extra resources like benefits and insurances and things that are out there that are available to us as members. So it is a place to come and check out, and also stay up to date with what the international is up to as well. Here's our Smart app. The cool thing is that you can find out who your local union officers are and contact them, as well as the Committee of Adjustment. You'll see their name, their phone number, their email. You can find out when and where your local meeting is. You can find out what benefits are available, including insurance and discounts exclusive to Smart TD members. You can access Smart News and related articles. You report unsafe working conditions, get answers, and know who to contact when questions and issues arise. So they do have this thing where, if you have a problem with this, contact this person. If you have a problem with that, contact this person. So it is a way for you to figure out who to talk to for certain issues. So that, you just look up Smart TD or Smart Union on our Play Store or App Store, and you'll find it. And it also has a breakdown of our dues, so you can see how our dues are being allocated, because it's separated in 4 divisions. Basically, our Committee of Adjustment dues, our local dues, the international dues, and our legislative dues. It all goes to a piece. That's how we function as a union. So we do have benefits through Union Plus. You being a Smart member, you have access to these benefits. Basically, we get discounts on many different things, whether it's auto buying services, college textbooks, scholarships, college testing, theme parks, mortgage programs with hardship benefits if you are unemployed, disabled, or even on strike. So Wells Fargo does provide an extra benefit for union members. Say you get their mortgage through them, you go on strike, they would actually backdate your mortgage payments while you're on strike. And it's only available to Smart members or union members. The cool thing right here too is that we get a free college education through Eastern Gateway Community College and Central State University of Ohio. That's their website, freecollege.unionplus.org, or call 888-509-9009. Free college. Here's another slide on that, which is, it's all online all the time. So basically, you go to freecollege.unionplus.org, select the Get Started button and sign up. The only requirements are that you must have a high school diploma or GED. Members, this is a great part. Members, furloughed members, retired members, spouses, children, grandchildren, siblings, parents, and financial dependents are all covered for this free college for you being a union member. Degree programs include accounting, business management, criminal justice, teacher education, healthcare administration, health services, paralegal, and many more. These are all transferable. You could go to university with these. There are also certificate programs available. Classes begin every 8 weeks and work around your schedule online, so you can attend full-time or take as little as 1 class per term, and earned credits are also transferable to other schools. So this is a flyer that we've been putting on our bulletin board for people to realize there is certain levels of participation in our union. And we want to break these down for you. At the center of our bullseye are the core members. These are the people who are always thinking about organizing our members and how to get others involved by sharing ideas on how to make our union stronger and even run for office or positions themselves. Those are our core members. The next layer is activists. The activists are members who could be counted on to help when needed, to get involved and join subcommittees and help get the word out to recruit others to act. Those are our activists. The supporters are individuals who will come to meetings, vote, watch Metro board meetings, wear union merchandise, be proud, stay informed, don't fall for rumors, they ask questions and know our contract, fill out surveys and sign petitions, but don't take responsibility for getting others involved. Then we have our disengaged members. They don't see how there's any relevance of the union in their life. They don't care to know what's going on in the union, and they don't participate. They tend to see themselves too busy to get involved with the union and rely on the core members to pull the weight of responsibility. And lastly, we have our hostile. These are members that are not team players or are outside the circle, They're looking to create rumors and division within our membership with no intention of being supporters, activists, or core members for our union. A union's true strength comes from the loyalty and devotion of individual members. Good officers and a sound financial structure are essential, but you determine the success of your union. Attend local meetings, help your union to get stronger, and it will serve you more effectively. And we want to show you the direction that a union can go depending on where we stand. If we have hostility, that means a weak union, which means a vulnerable contract. If we have solidarity, we have a strong union, which means we have a protected contract. Simple as that. So that's it. We progress through unity by leading, we protect, we honor, we fight, we unite, and we're strong. Thank you guys so much for joining us today.